Hey guys, this is Rob speaking, and today we are back in Automation with the Lite Campaign V3.7 Let's Play, in which we take a look at low-tech sports cars, not light-tech sports cars. Rob, yes, get your titles right, please. Anyway, we had a pretty good but rough start, because of the difficulty, not because we screwed up or anything, and because there were some pretty nasty competitors being released that put a dent into some of the competitiveness scores, like that one. For instance, started out so nicely, and look what happened, from 136 down to just above 100. Oh, so shortly after release too. That is fucked. Yes, indeed it is. And, well, we are still selling some remnants of this piece of shit. Not successfully, mind you, but we're getting there. Anyway, economy is looking great. Look at this. Uptick and uptick and uptick. I would like to start building a new car right now, but there's one problem with that, and that problem is that our engine isn't quite ready yet. If we go in here, this is still a missing feature. We can't see when it actually is done, but I think it was mid-1955? So we shall forward time a bit, hope that we get some more cash flow, and then start the project. Yeah, because that is very, very fresh still. There was the facelift. There we go, 1955 it was. Yes, and we briefly made a little bit of profit. Just barely. Oh man, this is rough. Yes. At this point, do we want to just ditch the old engine for a little while and make the new one? Put the new one into the car, into a larger car? Maybe that at least gets some prestige going so that we can sell a bit better to the high up markets. Let's take a look at the markets, by the way. That is not looking great. Oh man. Yeah, that is definitely not looking great. We are not getting into any of the markets. Although, that is our entire production. We are selling our entire production, which is not much, but our pricing is just way too high at the moment to break into any of the larger markets in Fruinian. Of course, they are coming up a little. Affordability score. Okay. I don't quite get why we're not selling... Oh, of course, no. We are not selling more into light sports because we're not producing more cars. We could sell more into light sports because... Oh, well, no, not really. Yeah, no, we could. I think we could. Let's compare that to our awareness. That will give us the proper percentage. Yeah, we're only selling 11% out of what our awareness allows. So that's not much. That just means underproduction for those levels. So, but are we underproducing? You could ramp up production, you know that, right? That is... Oh, and that's probably why this is ticking up. We're currently ramping up production. Oh no, we have cars stored up. So they're just not selling because they are shit? Maybe. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Yeah, they are at 80. So we only sell a maximum of 60% of the cars. The calculation here is where along the way between 50 and 100 are we? Map that onto 0 to 100%. And we are at 30 out of 50, which is 60%. So that's 80, so 20 missing, so 40 missing times 2. And then you get what you would be able to sell times the affordability then. Okay, yeah, so 60 times 3/4, and now too much math. If we are going with the larger car, I think hydraulic power steering would be fantastic to have. Although, as this is indicating, that would be part of the interior, which, of course, is a pretty long vector as a whole already. All right, let's just start out designing, and we shall see where we end up. And, oh, yeah, I need to remove this one. Agree. Bam. Go away. We are going for the target, sports cars. And like we said last time, I don't think I'm going for this one because the light sports demographic, which would love this car with a smaller engine, they really require us to get our production volumes up and be more efficient. We can't take those prices for those demographics. So what we're going with is the slightly larger one, still a mid-sized car. It's not massive, and try to design for that one. And we are going to go with aluminium. Try to get this out a little earlier. We might want to start investing into monocoque, but holy shit, that is a process. 30 months. Do we have enough? No, man. This is so tricky. This is cheap. This is super cheap, but it's wobbly. It's not great for sports cars whatsoever. Monocoque, not monodic. Monodic is, I also have a monodic, by the way. Like, humans seem to have that. At least the male ones. Monodics do take 30 months worth of engineering, but do have plenty of advantages. One that isn't an advantage is production units. So ladder frames are quite a bit faster to produce, which is nice. Yes. Front longitudinal it is, of course. We're going with double wishbone. We have a decent amount of familiarity in that. And we're staying with semi-trailing arm to not make it too expensive. So let's try to get this car out there. And then we hope for having enough familiarity next time in the remaining selections here so that we can go towards monocoque. And at that point we could also lower the quality slider just to save some engineering time. How much does this do? Let's see. That reduce... Oh, is that our way into it? I think this is what we're going to do next time. We're going to just spit out a shit quality chassis in monocoque. Look how much time you can save there. I mean, this is definitely something we need to do. That's 12 months less, and that is basically straight up 12 months less of engineering time. That's a year. Because this is the longest vector. This will be the overwhelming majority of the total time. On top of that is added a little bit of small things, but this will basically make it, let's say, almost a year. Almost a year, like 10 months faster. That's interesting. That's really interesting. We don't have to do that now. So at least we know that we have our ways in there. That's cool. Select an existing engine variant, or no, we are going to replace this one with a more modern one. So that was our first one there. And now we have the, no longer prototype, this is the R55. The Rotz 55, 55, Rotz 55, yeah. Stillgestanden. And that is not a revving engine. It is not a revving engine whatsoever. We do have plenty of quality in it already though. That's nice. And quality there too. Yeah, we didn't save anything on, ooh, ow, 5,000 is the maximum, as we can all see very clearly. I don't care about, no, that's still fine. It's fine. It will do just fine. We do have some reasonable amount of familiarity in those systems already. Not so much in DCOE. Triple carb. That's good. All right, yeah, these settings are quite decent. And we are strangling it a bit. 151 horsepower. That is a lot of power. I think we are going to make a baffled muffler version of it. Or no, just put a reverse flow on it, but just one. We do want to have some loudness in it. Now reduce back the size of the exhaust. 156. That's getting a little too wheel spinny to my taste. And it's a heavier car, of course, but still. So tubular, yeah, that's good. That's good. Now just tune the compression, and we are done here. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Not much more we can do. We can get the last little bit out of it, but that also moves our resonance further up, or rather the optimization. It's not resonance in that case. If you were doing that with the exhaust, then it would be something like resonance. But no, this is... Ooh, there it was knocking. This is just the point, the RPM to which you tune the carbs to be optimally flowing and sized at full throttle and such. So yeah, the coupe first. And let's make it a little shorter there, so that we strike a little bit of a happy medium. Nah, can't do anything about that. That's a fancy looking car. Let's see if we keep it. If that is the new car you're going to design in the photo competition or not. We shall see. We are going with the manual 4 gear. We have some familiarity in that, 11%. Let's activate familiarity mode. So that's looking good. That's by either pressing this button or Alt, and it shows you which parts you have familiarity in. It's just colored along the lines of the familiarity tooltip there. Quite handy. I think we need to go a little faster than 120. Yeah, let's try with that. Looking good. Max 200. And radials. Oof. Can we afford them? That's the question. They are fantastic, but can we afford them? At 175s, 14s, well... Yeah, we can afford them. Okay, yeah, they're not massive. That will get more expensive. 500. Oof. Oof. No, okay, that's fine. It's fine. Is this tooltip lying? Maybe it is. Or are we just paying that little amount? I would fully welcome that little amount. So we are going 2 shoe, max size, and 1 shoe. And max size, and then probably something like that. Pad type, about right. No under trade, no extra cooling. It's not required. Drop that down to a 2-seater, please, and go for sports interior. And you see some coloring here. We do have some coloring, and we're going with the luxury at this point. Cost us 12 engineering months, but it is getting down in price so much. That 6 was 12. Yeah. Yeah, I'm undecided. I think going for the luxury is better in our current position, because we have pretty high manufacturing costs. So advanced 50s is achievable. We do have some engineering time cuts in this one. That's good stuff. And of course we do need a little bit of quality added to it. Yeah, it's 18 months worth of engineering. Let's take that down. Okay. Don't want to add too much to this vector. Standard, and here we have a car. Welcome, car. How are you doing? It doesn't look too convincing. Well, that's a lot better. And that is with non-optimized suspension work, so let's fix that up. 152 there already. Still good roll angle. Let's make it even softer at the front. Really wants to turn in now. Do we get away with that? No roll bar? Yes, perfect. No roll bar. That's that saves weight as well. How much weight did this save? Not much. There was not much in that roll bar. It was basically a little wire across it. Nothing there. But yeah, this is a very oversteery car. I wouldn't want to drive this one in beam, but I mean, hey. It terminally understeers, supposedly. Unless, of course, you have anything in the wrong place. Because then it... Yeah. Don't put your kids in the back or something. Okay, cool. We do have a workable car with hilariously high sportiness rating and very low drivability score. I think they like it. I think they really like it. We should be pretty much unbeatable in sportiness at that point. Yeah, okay, the top 3 sports car competitors still have 0 sportiness. They will get some awful penalties to their sportiness scores. which we don't have. We're scoring decent in all the departments. Do we get some penalties here? No penalties at all. All right. So now it's fine-tuning. Oh, fuck, that car is fast. Do we even want to go faster? This is not good. This is too fast. This will make tires super expensive. Oh, holy shit. Yes. Ouch. Okay, how good is our brakes? Not good enough. We do have a bit of a problem here. Our brakes aren't good enough. I could make them a little bit better, like this. No, we can't. Fuck. There's too much grip. That's the problem. We have too much grip. It's great for being a sports car. But man, that's a lot of cost for the tires. I mean, radial, sports compound at that size. Yeah, let's reduce the size and see what happens. Apart from us having a not very competitive car anymore, because it's no longer tuned. But what is the price now? Still 1,500! You must be kidding me, mate. Okay, let's go cross-ply. We know cross-ply. We know... Oh. Really? 27% wheel spin. Ouchies. I think we will have to go with the slightly more expensive option. Where does all the wheel spin come from all of a sudden? Ah, that's a lot better. Yeah, it's just grip issues. So 175s it is. And we can make it proper. Look at that. Look at that, 17-inch wheels. That is super high-tech back in the day. It's like almost impossible to pull off, but we can do it. But we are low-tech sports, fuck. But look, the combined material costs aren't that bad. And then cross-ply certainly don't work anymore, so let's just go with this. Slightly ridiculous. Yeah, it's maybe slightly too ridiculous. And this scores higher too, but that might be because of the tuning. Let's get the tuning right first for these, because they just require a bit of love from the sway bars. There we go. It's 154. Yeah, prestige is higher that way, of course. So let's compare. So we hold the car the way it is, and now we switch over to 16 inches, and we retune it to be, should have done it the other way around, yes, I know, but we retune it to, what was it, this? Close enough. No, it was too far. This? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, we lose a bit of sportiness, but we do gain comfort and drivability. Prestige. Yeah, it's fine. I think we keep this. Oh, wow. Okay. If you have troubles, like there's so many people who are like, oh, but I'm a little whiny automation player. Well, I'm on a hyperbole here. Right? Okay. I'm a little whiny automation player and my engineering times are way too long. This game is so unrealistic. Blah, 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 blah. No, now you're just not making the hard compromises. You need to do stuff like this. Look at this. Engineering time, 28 months. -1. 23 months. How about you just lower your standards a little? That would be a good start. So we shall do exactly that. Yeah. Maybe we should do the same thing with the chassis, by the way. That just one point. I mean, come on. What is 1 point less chassis quality? Well, that's a good question. That's a decent chunk of engineering time gone there. And if you think that lowering quality on sports cars is unrealistic, I think the Mustangs of the 70s in the world will have a word to say to you. It's like, what are you on about? Look at our build quality, it's absolute shite. Fantastic cars, but like still, they don't look at the details, please. They're not pretty. Yeah. So let's have a look. 143 now. Have we lost that much? Oh, maybe because of the tuning having changed? No? That's still good. Has that just nuked us? This is -1 quality. Holy shit! Okay. That is a lot. Yeah, okay, maybe we don't want to go to too low standards here. That is not looking like it is all that beneficial to us. Maybe we should instead invest into a little bit of R&D in the chassis department. That wouldn't be too bad, would it be? Yeah, I mean, the -1 here costs a lot, while the -1 in the safety costs very little in comparison. Of course, the difference is quite stark as well. But yeah, cool. I think we are pretty much done with that one. The markets, what do they say? They say, we love it. It is a supercar. I am not too sure about that, guys, but it's very affordable in the super category. Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. Let's deactivate all those heathens that are in these other countries. The infidels. We are true Fruinians, and we only care about the Fruinian market. It's looking good. Very good. Yeah. Just have to bring this out. Oh, by the way, we have to give it a name as well. Are we happy with the tuning? I think we are. Brakes. No, we're not happy with the brakes. What's going on here? We need to... Oh. 322. There. Yep. Excellent. And a little bit more. There we have it. Oh, wow. That's a big score increase. That is a decent chunk. Yes. Nice. We have to give this one a name, though. Which one is it? It is the Jupiter. Yeah, I think we will be running out of planets in this Let's Play. But let's keep the kind of targeting right. This is the larger model. Large for Fruinians, so it's the Jupiter. And let's call it the Callisto. I think that's a quite fitting name for something that is as barren as this design. The puns. Kerob, the puns. Something's wrong here. It's not being produced by any factory. Yes, I know. Shut up. That's all good. That is all good. So we have the Callisto. And now that is the S2, two-seater. And we are going to make a C2 as well, which is going to be the convertible. So slightly retuned the gearing. We have the same setup for the tires. Did we select the other body variant? Uh-oh. Well, that's a big advantage, by the way, of going for ladder frame. That is that you don't get any penalty in weight. Because the body itself, like the unibody, the stuff you sit in, that doesn't bear any of the stresses. Oh, not much of it. So, yeah, when you just cut off the roof, that means the bearing structure doesn't have to get strengthened. So the strengthening you do basically offsets the cutting off of the roof. So, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, looking pretty good. Scoring in the right demographic, that's for sure. And what do the markets look like? I think that is very much acceptable. Yeah, let's go with this. And I'm just going to update the gearing for this one slightly. Because we are maxing out here above 200 anyway. So, estimated top speed slightly higher. Yeah. Gets rid of slight amounts of wheel spin as well. Yeah, that's overshooting it. Alright, pretty good. And now for the scary part. How to destroy our scores. The answer is by putting it into a small-scale factory. Ouch. Well, we are going to attempt to upscale it slightly. The factory takes its little time to load in. Try to upscale it slightly. That only costs us an additional month. We can have that much stock in store. Looking good. Going to produce both of them. And we keep the settings. That only costs us 7.45 million to... Yeah, that's just the tooling though. The total cost is... 26.6 million for this upgrade. Yeah, it's a little steep, but I think we need to do it. At some point we need to up our production game. And our engine factory is still fine, remember? We can just straight up put the engine into a level 1 and it will be good. And look at this beautiful, beautiful creation. 57 months. And it is less than 5 years at 50 settings everywhere. That is great stuff. Only 16 million. We are still in a cheap engineering period, time period. Yes, and we can... Ooh, that's a lot of cars. We can try to up this. Tooling 60. That produces more cars more cheaply. Or is this not advisable? No, we can save a few hundred. As you can see, not that much. Nah, probably better to seize the opportunity cost. Or the opportunity. And not have it become a cost, a liability. And get this one out a little quicker. Like this. 54. Can go higher. 54.9. I think that's reasonable. It's not being produced by any factory. Yes, that's what we change here. In case you didn't notice. What? We put it in there. You don't have to upgrade the factory. Just need to change the... How much does this cost? Ooh, no, let's not look at that. 140 million. Ah, no, please. All right, we're putting that engine into production. It's just a single one. The large one, the small one, should get an update at some point. Once we make the next light sports car, it's going to get an update. Okay. Tooling is fine. Production is fine. I think this value is wrong, isn't it? Maybe not. Let's see. Let's see how engine production keeps up. I should be able to see that here. Yeah, no, perfect. We are making 608. The other value was wrong for some reason. It's a little bug. Okay. That update doesn't cost anything, basically. Because it just finished. So, and we are not changing anything. But we are going to change its tooling. And that is going to cost us a little bit. Oh no, engineering cost of 500,000. Funding, 0. Okay, well, yeah. Funding is 0, that's fine. We can take our little time here, that's all good. Reliability can get up. Still dirt cheap. And pressure, fine. Alright, this is one reliable engine now. Well, not really, plus 3%. But the cost modifier is at 47% off. Sale! We are on a fire sale. Hopefully the engine doesn't become a fire sale. Being on fire and stuff. Sports cars. Kind of Italian style. Yeah! What are we going to do about this? I think this is looking good. 2,300 though, per engine. That's a little steep, don't you think? Well, why is it so expensive? It is... Yeah, okay. The build quality, that is the wrong column. Why do we have that there? I mean, build quality should be on this page, don't get me wrong, but not like this. Let's take a look here. Okay, so material cost is half. Production units? Is it that expensive? Oh, it probably is. All right. Yeah, let's sign that one off. Ooh! Oh, this is a little green. I quite like it. Let's lower this. 1.6 shifts. And let's up that. Oh, that's expensive. Let's take those out. I'd rather have it do the manual thing. Because I'm not sure about our scale of production. This is a little too steep. Sell it at 25%. Oh, that's quite expensive. It's getting more expensive. But it's still small scale production. Should be able to sell a decent few. Maybe that goes up? No, wait. The awareness goes up? Yeah? Okay. that would be fantastic. If we can generate a profit of 35 million total. That doesn't include the factory though. So now that I know, now that I'm including these, and I know where they were without them, around 15.5, I can now put a margin on there that is more appropriate, like 10% or whatever. You can do it either way, but this calculates it such that if we are selling at that pace, this is tuned such that our margins are where we are breaking even at 5 years. And actually turns out to be true here. So we are breaking even after 5 years. Total costs for the project, 42 million. Ew. Okay, that doesn't include the engine factory stuff, but that wasn't all that expensive. So I think we should go ahead and sign it off. Are we ready? Now, do we want to have this one finished earlier? I don't think so. Yeah, let's offset it by 35. Yeah, that's probably better. All right, let's sign it off. Let's hope that we are not going to die. And that is something that we are going to find out next time around. I think we are ready for a big economic downturn again. Although this has been trending upwards quite nicely. Don't know, we might be sitting on a larger scale wave going up, like the maybe financial system wave or something. Fiat money pushed into every orifice of the market. Yeah, it needs to be puked out at some point. How are we doing? Pretty well. I think this is where we wrap it up and see how it goes next time. But I need to mention, of course, this means that the Callisto is the next car we're going to design. And it is... turns out you can't really view it because you can't scroll. That's something we need to change. But it is the 2.6 meter coupe and in 1955. You can see it here. The coupe or the convertible. You can use either. Or both in the same scene, of course. Looking forward to your entries. I'm going to post that on the forum thread for the challenge. And I hope you enjoyed and see you guys next time.